Hello everybody, welcome back to part 3 of Deponia. As you remember, we fell from the sky off of I don't know, some sort of airship cruiser thing. And we are now back here, back on Deponia, where you probably can imagine was going to laugh us. So let's take a look around.
The windshield is encrusted with dirt. Oh, there's a sign behind it. Maybe the name of the driver? Sure, Puff. Huh, well, that could spell anything.
I doubt the truck is accessible. So let's just try though.
Oh, great. The rust bucket's dead, but the lock is still working.
Lock, okay, so there's that. And of course the hood is probably locked too because stuff.
You have to be age 6 or older to use this device. Oh, how boring is that?
Of course, I mean,
Ah, Miss Hinkle lost her Dachshund. Well, I'm sure it'll turn up. I mean, there wasn't much kerosene in the turbine after all.
okay, let's hit space. Space allows us to see everything that's going on the map, and right now there's nothing in this area to do. I picked up that little trick. Space does that. Ooh, commentary.
I haven't seen such a crowd in front of the town hall since the mayor wanted to introduce a tax on the lack of political commitment.
So yeah, let's click here. What do we got here? Oh, we can do something with chimney, pipe. Okay, so not really a lot in this area to do. So let's take a look at the comment, what the developer has to say.
Another big and difficult screen. This is pretty much the crossroads screen, and it also has a scribble done by me. It's in my head very clearly, and I still know how I established the house's visuals. I'm actually a bit proud of the fawn facades and the golden roofs. We, of course, that is Misha and me, put a lot of thought into the composition of the houses. What would they be made of? We actually did concepts of wrecking balls, dredgers, cranes, and garbage trucks, and then disassembled them. And all those engine parts and parts of the hull you never get to see are now jury-rigged roofs. I think that's quite exciting and enjoyable. In this screen, though, I had a little argument with Bart, my lead game designer, as well, who struggled with the abundance of exits and different levels. For example, one towards Tony's shop in the front. You can see it there on the right corner. Or the water tower to the left and all that. Script-wise, this was a huge effort to get everything in there nice and clean. Then you have those long walking passages and so on. He basically threw his hands over his head, going all like, "Oh, Pokey, you can't freaking do that. The screen is an atrocity." Okay, he doesn't speak like that, but for the sake of story and content, I just wanted this long shot. So it's a big crossroad screen, kind of an establisher of the town, like a map. It's something I just desperately wanted. So it's a map, but also an ordinary screen with the flow of the story. And yeah, I got my way. To be honest, I don't know if that was beneficial to the game after all. Actually, I should really listen to what Bada says. I always should listen to what Bada says.
Okay, that's just not weird at all. But let's go into the town hall now.
Please form a line, people. Draw a waiting.
Draw a waiting number, and the mayor will see you in a short while.
What's going on here? Did someone refill the peanut jar?
A girl fell from the sky. They say she's a real beauty. The mayor's about to decide who's going to give her shelter.
Yeah, well, I doubt he'll have a hard time to decide once he's heard my story. I saved that girl from the dark exchequer. I am responsible for her.
Nice try, buddy, but I've made up a good story too. Mine even has a dragon in it, so move to the back of the line and draw a number like everyone else.
Wow. Green hair girl. Nothing. Lourdes. Let's see what's in this place. Oh, magnets.
Those notice boards are great. I mean, if it wasn't for them, I'd still have to search for magnets in the trash heaps.
Oh, wow. Anything else here? I guess I can talk to these people. Dispenser? Yeah, let's just take it.
Number 66. Almost my lucky number.
Okay, let's see what these guys have to say.
Hardly ever saw such stupid hats. The mayor wants to decide what? Who will what? Give her shelter.
Low-Tech thinks the girl should be, integrated into our community, and someone has to nurse her back to health.
I hope the mayor will choose me. She could give me a hand in the mud pits. Ever since I cut my fingertips while scrubbing rust, I tend to get infected cuticles.
You want her to scrub rust for you? That's outrageous.
Why? What do you want the girl for? Rufus?
Rufus!
Huh? What?
Wow. The girl belongs to me.
The girl belongs to me.
That'll be determined by the mayor.
Well, how do I get to the mayor?
That's easy.
Take a number and stand at the end of the line.
Couldn't you let me cut in? See, I'm in a bit of a hurry, and...
I see.
Well, if that's the case,
Do you want my chair?
shall we get you something to drink while you're waiting?
We could bake a cake for you, too.
Really? I like cactus cake, but no raisins. Thanks very much. And... oh, I
Wow.
see. Crap. Now I'm hungry. Where's the girl now?
She's lying in the assembly hall.
Huh,
Dr.
that's good to know.
Gizmo is with her.
They say she's unconscious.
I hope she isn't injured.
So do I. So do I. It's not easy stacking exhaust pipes with broken arms.
Nice hats. Did I miss a trend or something?
The roofers switched to making hats, because it hasn't rained for months.
I see. And I'm sure the trousers are from the guy who used to make tarps, right?
Hey, my wife made them for me.
Well, thanks for nothing.
Okay, I don't really
I'll
want.
skedaddle.
Okay, what else do we got here? Okay, we got 3 ways. We got the... oh, opening hours for what, though?
The post office will be open o'clock? O'clock? What o'clock? There's something missing here. Every office needs a good soul. Maybe someone should tell the mayor. Hello, Lottie.
You too.
You too? Dear me, what a day.
Where's the girl from Elysium?
Princess Sugar.
Yeah, Princess Sugarbottom? Oh, she's lying around in the assembly hall. Of course, I knew.
Oh, don't
you'd
worry,
think
that was
of
not
her.
you guys, that
It's
was me.
Always the same.
always the same. A beautiful young girl in a
Tight jumpsuit.
falls from the sky, heavily injured, and immediately everyone's falling over
Themselves to help her. Hussy.
Hussy!
Wow.
I want to see the mayor.
Everyone.
Everyone does. Take a number and wait your turn.
Can you make an exception and let me in before the others?
It's your turn when you...
Your number comes up.
No exceptions.
Not even for me.
Especially not for you.
Wow.
But the line isn't moving at all. Who's next anyway?
Number 62. I think that's Wenzel.
Wenzel is also applying? But Wenzel isn't even here.
Well, it's his turn. Wenzel is up next.
No exceptions.
Okay, so now we know why the line's not moving.
I officially want to deregister my residence here on Deponia.
Although a lot of people will be glad to hear that. Me, for instance.
That won't be possible today.
The mayor is pretty busy at the moment.
Wow.
I'll skedaddle.
Don't let the door hit you.
Wow, not a lot of people like you. Okay, oh, at the assembly hall, yeah. She's in here. Post office?
Stop right there. The post
The post office is closed until further notice.
Until when?
Until the sign says, then it's open.
But there's no clock there.
Very observant. And now...
Get away from that door.
Okay, let's see what the developer has to say.
We finally reached the town hall, and a character who was supposed to have just minor support role who even in the final version, the quote-unquote beautifully animated final version, still looks like my very crude sketch. And that is Lottie, voiced by the talented Tim Bentinck, in the English version at least. Lottie was designed to be a minor character in Deponia, as I said, yet she still makes a reappearance later on. I guess I can't spoil that much. I never intended that, though, and I don't know why this character got so overwhelmingly much positive feedback. In fact, the press in each territory always had a spotlight on Lottie, and I also remember that very long and elaborately mail which I answered with a lot of time and effort, talking to an upset customer who claimed we would ridicule transsexual tendencies in Deponia. I strongly disagreed with this perception of Lottie, and granted, even if her falsetto is exaggerated and cliched, Lottie herself is not a ridiculous character. This part belongs to Rufus and Rufus alone. Everyone around falls victim to Rufus's ridiculousness. So the most beautiful thing about that is that Rufus actually is neither biased nor intolerant in any way, at least not in a common way. What upsets him is vastly different than the things other ordinary idiots rant about. Ordinary idiots have in fact a certain obligatory intolerance towards others. Rufus, however, he is a special moron. His kind of intolerance is of the liberal kind. He thinks all his fellow people are equally stupid, and that makes him, at least in that regard, very liberal. He treats everyone equally shitty, so no matter the background, this is the last consequence of the liberal thought illustrated in Deponia. Welcome to Deponia. My name is Pokey Pokinson.
Okay, well, let's go into the assembly hall.
Goal! I have to talk to her. She's got to know who her savior is.
And this is it's preeminated because I can't do anything.
Rufus, do you have to snoop around here?
Hi, Inspector Gizmo.
That's Dr. Gizmo. As you know, I hold all 3 positions in this emergency station, and right now, I'm a doctor. And as a doctor, I have the right to ask, why are you bothering my patient?
She's an acquaintance of mine. I wanted to see how she's doing. Her name is Gold.
So, the Elysian is an acquaintance of yours, eh? Very funny. Well, as long as your lacking sense of reality doesn't keep me from doing my job, knock yourself out. Look after your acquaintance, but make it snappy.
Okay, here we go. And what? Oh my gosh.
Rufus, that's enough.
What? Come on.
Enough daydreaming for today. My patient needs rest. Well, at least I guess that she needs rest. In order to know for sure, she would have to wake up first.
She's unconscious. What's wrong with her? What does she need?
To be more conscious, obviously. For further tests, she would have to be awake. Unfortunately, none of my remedies seem to work.
Well, how about some really strong coffee?
Ha! The coffee that can be of help here needs to be brewed.
Doesn't every coffee need to be brewed?
Yes, right, but
Hey, not to worry, Dr. Gizmo. I have a plan.
do the world a favor and spare us your plans, Rufus. Your wacky plans have never done anyone any good, except that the mayor granted me a larger file cabinet for patients' histories.
Okay, let's hit the space button and see why that happens. Okay, we can interact with this. Yes, not much in this room at all. Okay, gotcha.
How peacefully she sleeps. This calls for extra strong coffee. Hey, Goal! Goal! Wakey, wakey! Fast asleep.
Very good diagnosis, Doctor.
Oh, well, it's just that I'm an expert in sleep.
Sleep.
Gizmo is a doctor, police officer, and firefighter all at once. On his best days, he has to change professions every other second. How peacefully she calls her.
Okay, I already looked at
Dr. Gizmo,
What now?
her.
will she fully recover?
She'd need to wake up first to be able to tell.
Well, why don't you wake her up then?
Well, it's not that easy. I've already tried every stimulant I could find in my medicine cabinet. None of those were strong enough. She needs something much, much stronger.
Something much, much stronger. Sounds like a job for me. I am much, much stronger after all. I will save her.
Ha! Good luck. Did you bring some kind of miracle stimulant by any chance? Something that might wake her up? A kind of cup of coffee to the nth order?
I'm working on it.
Good, but do it someplace else.
What can I do to wake her up again?
Nothing, unless you had a miracle stimulant.
Okay.
What are you waiting for? Help her!
I would love to, but self-professed acquaintances of the patient are constantly interrupting me in my efforts.
Self-professed acquaintances. That sounds funny. Self-professed acquaintances. Think you can say that 1,000 times in a row?
Why should I? I could even say get lost 1,000 times in a row and you wouldn't get it.
Wow.
I want to report an emergency.
An emergency? What is it?
Robbery. These might be.
I have this unusual pain in my back.
You should rest in bed at home. So get lost.
Fire!
Impossible. My fire protection sensors would already have detected the emergency.
You have built-in fire protection sensors?
Yes, ever since you turned 8 years old, you little brat.
That was my last birthday with my dad. I got a cake. I think I even remember the fireworks.
I remember them too. Incredible how much you achieved with just 8 candles.
Robbery!
Impossible. My theft protection sensors would already have detected the emergency.
You have built-in theft protection sensors?
All emergency prevention tasks are united in one person, and that's me, as you very well know. A small village like Kuvak is just not big enough to have a doctor's practice, a fire department, and a police station separately. Or at least, that's what I thought. Ever since you turned 8, I'm not so sure about that anymore.
No emergency. My bad.
If you say so, it sounds too good to be true.
Could you leave me alone with her for a moment?
No.
But
No.
bummer. Do you have a stimulant for me?
To make you even more annoying? I don't think so. I've used up most of the stimulants on the patient, but to no avail. I still have some left in the medicine cabinet in my office, but no one except me is allowed to access it.
We'll see about that.
What was that?
Time for me to leave.
That's what I keep telling you.
Okay. Yeah. Now we know where the stimulants are too. Now that's good to know. So these are the 3 big things we needed to talk to
Well,
him
thanks for
about.
your time.
You're welcome.
Okay. Commentary then.
So this is the assembly hall. It's one of those scenes where our Alex, who played Goal, really shined, or rather an incredible acting job on Goal's part, who may want to give us all the details about how tough this was in terms of acting to transport the concept of a sleeping beauty into this hall. The scene is heavy with fate and has this aura of great expectations. How did you do that?
Yeah, I imagined this a bit differently, actually. I was promised a lead role, after all.
Whoa, wait a minute. It is, in fact, a leading role. It's a very important, central role.
I hardly had any lines.
Yeah, maybe, but you had presence. That's what a Sleeping Beauty scene is all about, presence. I think we have to cut now. I have a lot of exciting questions to ask, of course, but I don't want to forestall too much, so we postpone that until a later screen and commentary. After all, I want you to stay tuned, and also let's not ruin the mentioned aura with too much babble. That being said, see you on the next screen.
Okay then, and I think that's everything here. I know that's right. There was that button over there. Let's see here. What do you do, Dord? Oh, here. Oh.
The balloons seem to have been stored here for quite a while. I wonder what occasion they're meant for, and why my face is on some of them.
Hmm.
Huh, obviously there's a preparation for a celebration going on. Something. Rube. Huh?
Oh. Waiting for him to kick the bucket. Is there anything else in there? Anything at all? No, that's everything here. And just making sure nothing. Okay, we did everything here. Okay, see here.
Work. Yeah, right. She's just sitting there twiddling her thumbs. I can do that too.
A lot of places I can go. Let's just go in a circle and hit her house first. I'm pretty sure.
Looks like Tony's in her store. If I go in now, her taunting remarks will shower down on me like a hailstorm. Well, what the heck. Let's get this over with.
Well, 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 look who's back. If it isn't Evil Knievel, the man who defied gravity, the conqueror of the sky, the wind jockey, the traveler on his way to the upper spheres. And yet, here he stands, right in front of me. Who'd have thought?
Believe it or not, this time I really made it. I was on board an Organon cruiser. Its destination, Elysium.
And then the longing for me became too much to bear.
I had to choose a life of eternal bliss, which means far away from you, or saving a beautiful Elysian girl from a horrible death.
Yeah, right. Rufus is doing a selfless deed. I would love to laugh, but my belly's still aching from when you were dragged through the junk.
I'll show you. I'll wake the girl, and she'll take me to Elysium, and then you'll be sorry. You'll all be sorry. How's business?
Like, when did that interest you ever?
Who says I take an interest? I'm just being extremely polite.
First and foremost, you have an extremely distorted view of yourself.
Oh, that's because my reflection in the mirror is so blindingly bright.
Ugh!
Why so cranky?
Why? You have destroyed my mailbox, devastated my backyard, gobbled down all my food supplies, and if I find out that the disappearance of my favorite pair of boots is connected in any way to the construction of your ridiculous escape pod, may God have mercy on your soul.
I had to carry the black powder in some kind of vessel, didn't I?
What?
Nothing. I'd like to buy something.
With what? Or did you get a job recently that I don't know anything about?
I'll pay you back. Really.
Ugh!
I wanted to say goodbye before I leave this dump.
New escape plans, have we? You are deluded. You'll never get out of here. Never, ever, ever. And that means I'll have you on my back for the rest of my life.
What are those vouchers?
They're gift vouchers. You hand them in at the post office, and they deliver the merchandise.
Cool. I'll take them.
Hey, hands off!
What?
They don't come free.
I thought they were gift vouchers.
Ugh!
Okay, so
The first aid cabinet is locked.
What? Did you injure yourself again?
Not yet.
Too bad. You know what? Tell me when you have. I'll have a good long laugh, and then I'll give you the key.
I've got to go.
But here,
yep.
What was that again about the...
their gift, you hand
Okay,
them. No,
it's-
you can't have...
And why are they
Yep,
called
yep.
gift vouchers?
Let's try taking them.
Hey, stop it! What exactly are you trying to pull off?
I just thought it'd be good to take some of these mail order coupons with me. Then I can use them to send all my friends on Deponia some hooks and lead weights, obviously, just like it says on these vouchers.
Okay, first of all, you don't have any friends. You are a self-centered egomaniac who doesn't give a bleep about anybody apart from himself. Besides, what makes you think you could just walk in here and take things from my store?
Couldn't I just pay you later?
Pay me later? Pay me later? How the heck are you gonna pay me back, smartass? Or did you finally, after all these years, get a real job? Did you?
Well, not exactly, but...
Isn't it enough That I still let you live at my place? That I still feed you? And I guess you think you're thanking me by letting me get rid of all the junk and garbage you produce every day. Why am I still putting up with this? I mean, really, why do I still do it? It's not like we're still... Oh, this sucks! My blood pressure! I have to meditate. Breathe in, breathe out.
Oh, maybe I can get it now.
Hands off.
All right, all right.
Oh, what's this?
Weights, anchors, metal boots, hooks, all the things you need if you want to stay moored forever.
Oh.
Ah, ouch! Hey! Ouch! Look at that!
Ah, such a tiny wound, and what a great pleasure. That is to say, wait a minute. You dirty rat. Did you try and steal hooks from me again?
Tony, please, I'm bleeding to death here.
If there was even the slightest bit of hope that you'll ever learn from your mistakes, I'd say, suit yourself. But unfortunately, you've proven once too often that you'll never learn. So here you go. Just take the key for the first aid kit and get out of my store.
If you
Okay.
didn't nag all the time, maybe I'd be able to listen to what you're saying for a change.
Okay, is there anything else here? Hit the button. Ooh, there's something over here apparently. What? Stuff. Same stuff as over here, so that's not gonna work. Grinder, clink. Oh, this is where I grind the beans. Gotcha. Yeah, that's where I grind the beans. Gotcha. And
Ah, terrific. The rotten smell from Sector 9 isn't so disgusting today.
wow. Oh, yeah, developer. Sorry.
One thing I'm frequently asked is if there's a real-life reference to the character of Tony. Something along the lines if I had some bad relationship experience with women, but I can assure you, despite the fact that the argument between Tony and Rufus seems legitimately vivid and real, I'm a very ironic person and I'm on fairly good terms with my ex-girlfriends in most cases. Well, actually in all cases. I seem to have a tendency for drama, but not towards argument. Thus the cliché of the acid-breathing dragon X was never something I actually had to deal with myself. Then again, I'm not Rufus. Thank God I'm not. But back to the characterization, I think it's a nice between the lines image for Rufus's motivation to leave his home behind, that his ex-girlfriend has a shop where she sells anchors, barbs and sinkers. Basically all kinds of things that are deadweight, preventing you from getting anywhere and so on. A great idea somewhere buried in the subtext. Great fun, but as much as I enjoy the vivid argument between Tony and Rufus, I must admit that the brilliant Charlotte Moore was almost a miscast for Tony's voice. Charlotte Moore is, by the way, an extraordinary talented voice actress. She breathed so much life into Tony that a good deal of our players demanded a happy end for Rufus and Tony. Well, that was clearly not our intent. Nope, absolutely not. And that's Tony, another little star of Deponia. Have fun.
Yeah, I do like Tony. I think she is a fun little pool.
This is where Tony's budgie cage used to hang, but he couldn't cope with her, so he skedaddled.
He died of old age.
Yeah, whatever you say.
After you accidentally infected him with progeria.
Yeah, you know, I like my version better.
Okay, I think... Yeah, that's everything in the room, except for this. Apparently I can't mingle with whatever that is. So let's just go then. That's everything there. What's next? Oh, this is Wenslow's house.
This is Wenzel's house. He'll be flabbergasted when he hears about my newest adventure. I bet he'll be pretty disgruntled, because he decided not to come with me. He'll start shaking and get crying fits. Why am I not as cool and daring as you, Rufus? I also want to experience such great excitement. But deep down in his heart, he knows that he just isn't cut out for this. He'll get seriously depressed. Oh boy, I really hope he's home. Wenzel!
Hey, Rufus. Back already? That was really fast this time.
Yeah, this time I almost made it. Unfortunately, like so often, my human kindness got in my own way.
Of course. That darn human kindness of yours. It's always getting into your way, right?
Indeed.
You never get anything done anymore.
Well, there are just too many humans.
They should all be.
Drowned in the Red Rust Sea. Exactly.
That darn human kindness. By the way, thanks for all your stuff.
What? Wait, isn't that my chest?
Well, you said I could have your stuff if your plan works out.
But...
And your plan did work out. You just said so yourself, didn't you?
Yes, but...
Well, that's settled then.
Have you heard about that woman from Elysium?
Who hasn't? This wouldn't have anything to do with you, by any chance.
Hey, you know me. Wherever there's a woman that needs rescuing, I'm there.
You're right. There really does seem to be a connection.
I was there when the girl fell from the sky.
It's all right. I'm sure it was just an accident.
No, you're getting this all wrong. I saved her.
Of course you did.
Don't you want to go to the town hall?
To apply for giving shelter to the Elysian woman? The thought has crossed my mind. I even got a waiting number. But then I thought, what have I got to offer?
Yeah, nothing.
If I were rich or found a water vein, I might have a chance. But like this.
By the way, you're holding up the line.
So what? As long as I haven't found a water vein, I don't even have to show up.
How the hell did you manage to open the trunk?
Well, all you have to do is disengage the child-proof lock. But the only thing in there was this weird stick.
That's my father's divining rod.
You think so? Legend has it that it always brought him luck. He found the water vein Kuvak's built on with this very rod.
Yeah? Well, if my father really always had that much luck, then why didn't he manage to take me along when he left Deponia?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Hey, maybe you can find water with the divining rod.
And where, pray tell, would I start to look? In my basement? I should say that's highly improbable.
Later.
Exactly.
Okay, now let's hit the space button. What do we got here? Not much in this room.
Hey, that's my dad's divining rod.
Don't even think about it, Rufus. It's mine now.
But it's a family heirloom.
So, a gift is a gift. Boy, I can hardly wait to give it a try. Maybe I can find a well somewhere near. And once I'm rich,
We'll split 50-50.
I might lend you the rod for a couple of hours.
Yeah, I already talked to him completely. Let's see what the developer has to say.
Wenzel lives in a kind of dollhouse. I'm a big fan of screens like that unfold room by room, even though everything happens basically on the same screen. And that's why I took the liberty of doing it exactly that way in this case. We did it in a new beginning as well, in a more limited way, and I'm just very fond of that. It's a great use of adventure visuals. Adventure screens are pretty similar to a theater stage, in fact. There you would do it with lighting, and here we use visuals. When I do the writings for a game, dialogues always come second after the cutscenes. Here I establish the characters and their relationships, and so I did with the relationship between Rufus and Wenzel, and I was glad I could give it some depth via multiple choice dialogue. I'm especially looking forward to the part where Rufus laughs at him, going like, that's because you're so small. That's the punchline, and I just spoiled it. But with the proper build-up, it's a real comedic jewel. Additionally, you can enjoy one of the scarce nude scenes in the screen, but that's happening much later, well, depending on when you actually clicked this. So, have fun.
Wow, that's revealing. Okay, let's go up here. furnace and sponge. Okay.
He's bloated, he's useless, and he has a sponge in his kitchen.
Take the sponge then. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to be doing something with that later. There's nothing else here. Well, I guess they're down to the basement. And, just
If
this.
my impeccable sense of orientation doesn't fail me, I should be under the shower right now.
And that's all there is down here. Okay. Maybe I need that for later. Not knowledge for later. But apparently there's nothing else in this house. For me. Okay, what's next? To Tony's house. Gotcha. Just jump right in there. Oh, okay, so it's that tunnel. Fine, click on the doorbell. Okay. Let's see, what do I have in my inventory? I don't think I really have any way of getting that right now still, so let's just go inside. Maybe there's some more stuff I can pick up. That's still here.
And Tony keeps complaining that I don't do enough housework.
I wonder if there's anything... No, there shouldn't be anything really new here. Oh, and there's the, first aid. Tranquilizer. Now, the tranquilizers are not really known for waking people up, more for putting them to sleep, so... Yeah, nothing. Let's just go upstairs just in case. And, nothing up here to interact with. Nope. Just go backyard then. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, 3 things I can interact with. That's it.
Usually I'd say funnels are for cowards, but after my 3rd exploded tank, it's lying exactly where I dropped it. You know, Tony really could have cleaned up a bit. Come on, it can't be that hard to blow up. I mean, I manage all the time.
Okay, let's just pick these things up. Apparently I can do that. Pick up. Okay. Nothing left here. Nope. Just going back down then. And I don't think there's any way for me to get that chili pepper still. I guess I could go up here, but there's really not much to do to a water resource. Okay, what does this do? Oh, right. Water out of the pipe. Okay, what if I click on the pipe?
Ah!
Okay, it spins.
This brings water to the houses, or with fluid nitrogen, depending on the escape plan.
Okay, and then we just came out from out there, and there's nothing, right, really to do there, so into the alley. Oh.
Hello, Hannock.
Oh, hey,
Rufus.
exactly.
Why aren't you working?
You mean, why am I doing just the same as you? Because some joker removed the magnets from the detonation plan, that's why.
Hey, I am very busy, actually. I've been running around all day, getting things done, and, picking stuff up, and things like that.
Well, how about you find some new magnets for our detonation plan? Then we can finally continue work.
How exactly does that detonation plan of yours work?
Well, that's pretty exciting, actually.
Yeah, I doubt it.
The chief detonator uses magnets to mark the positions of the next 3 planned detonations. Then he rings a bell, and I give a signal to the miner who will on his part prepare the explosives in the mine shaft. And after that, We blow the thing up.
And then you start with the exciting part?
No. That's it, actually.
Yeah, I knew it.
Okay.
What exactly are you guys doing down there?
What do you think? We are trash hunters. We search for useful trash. Most of the time, trash is just junk, and so pretty useless. For instance, I have a whole collection of car keys for cars that have been scrapped ages ago.
Maybe you have my key, too.
I don't know. What was your name again?
Rufus.
Let me think. Rufus. Nope. I don't think I got your key.
Wenzel.
Let me think. Wenzel. Nope. I don't think I got your key.
Tony.
Let me think. Tony. Nope. I don't think I got your key.
Forget it.
Done. Anything else?
Is that your parrot?
Yes, we use it to detect dangerous fumes in the mine shaft.
Oh, what do you do when that happens?
We get a new parrot.
I see. Did you hear about the woman from Elysium?
Yes, but I really don't care. I already have a woman I can send into the mine shaft. It's too narrow in there for 2 women.
Love must be such a wonderful thing.
Wow.
Talk to you later.
See you,
Rufus?
Exactly.
Okay. Let's see what the developer has to say.
Oh, yes! What we see here is the first Micha screen, the first screen Micha actually has drawn. And you can see with an overly critical eye that there are still some rudimentary textures he ditched on the way or changed something. And he revised it several times. The more we got into the world of Deponia, the more we got an eye for details. Yeah, this could be a little bit different, or this can be just like that.
Well, guys, let me know if
In this case,
if you
so,
want to
the
keep on
first
hearing
draft
the
looked quite
developer's
similar
commentary
to
or not.
what we got in
Post
the
in the
end.
comment below,
There was
please.
a bit less texture to it, a bit less cartoony, and some more daring textures on single objects. Yeah, I remember clearly that this was our only screen for a long time, and we'd show it at presentations to get potential investors hooked for our big project Deponia. Game-wise, not too much happens here, as it's more of a crossroad. Of course, it gets you into the environment, and of course there's Hanek in the lower left, who contributes to the mythology of the trash scouts. But what I like most are those hints and bits of story concerning Hanek and his wife happening later in the dialogue, especially when you use items with Hanek, like the parrot and all that. Some hilarious stuff will happen, believe me. All in all, I'm very happy we had this scene as our first. It didn't really help us selling the project though, so it took us years until we got Deponia signed. But I guess that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Okay, let's hit space and see what we can do in here. Okay, the parrot, and the bell station, and yeah, okay. 3 places I can go to, okay. See what the parrot has to say, or...
Nice parrot.
Yes, we use it to detect dangerous fumes in the mine shaft.
Oh, what do you do when that happens?
We get
Okay,
a new parrot.
I see.
Yeah, well, I can talk to it.
Hello.
Hello. I'm starving. I've eaten nothing but worms for days now.
Ignore him. My wife sometimes talks to herself when she's down there. He must have picked that up from her.
We can't meet anymore. Although my husband is almost deaf, his bird has quite good ears. I'm starving.
Wow. Okay, let's go in here. Into Lunzo's bar.
Ah, Rufus. I thought you're on your way to Elysium. Have you come back to pay your tab?
Oh, that. Oh, well, listen, Lonzo. I planned to do that, but constructing an escape vehicle costs a lot. And,
Don't worry, Rufus. No one here expected you to make it.
Great. Thanks, I guess.
Okay, let's hit the space bar. Get this, him, and a dart. Gotcha. So,
Yeah, sure. As if it was even possible to hit that board with a dart.
take that then.
Gnat's piss. The only thing to drink on the planet. Huh. Not true. Luckily, I'm not susceptible to advertising. I could do with a steak now.
Let's take the sign. Okay, he's not getting mad.
Poor Lonzo. He'll be lost without me when I'm gone. Lonzo.
Yeah?
Long time no see, Lonzo.
A long time indeed.
Anything new?
Hey, you know how Kovac is. Nothing ever happens in Kovac.
Yep, without me, this place would be dead.
Well, without you, there would be fewer explosions. I know that much.
It must be pretty sad for all of you that I'll be gone soon.
It's almost unbearable. Almost.
How about a shot of that old worry begone?
Well, that depends. Will you ever pay me what you owe?
Of course. I just need to get some money first. But you know that I'm always true to my word.
If you find a new word that makes you look less like a fraud.
Well said, Lonzo. Well said. Did you hear about the stranger? The girl?
Yes, but I don't care. Don't tell me you want to start quarreling about her with all the other idiots.
Well, you know me. I'm always the first in line when...
Idiots are quarreling.
Yes. Do you have something that can give someone a real boost?
Since when are you ordering coffee? Did you break Tony's coffee machine again? How often do I have to tell you that you don't filter oil that way?
No, this is not about simple coffee. I need something that really, really gets you awake. A kind of ultimate pick-me-up. Lonzo, are you okay? Okay, just forget I ever asked. I'm off.
No, wait a minute. I think I know exactly what you need.
What the? What the? Oh my god. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. What the fuck is that? Is that...
Oh,
wait.
boy. This is it.
Wait a
this is the
second.
moment I've been waiting
Is that a
for.
coffee cup down there? It is. What kind of device is
Hey,
this? Why is he playing a
wow.
piano?
You have pipes? Tanks? Valves? It's a...
I don't know what that is.
It's a thing.
This is an espresso machine.
What?
But this is not just any old espresso machine. This is the mother of all espresso machines. I tuned it myself.
And you wound ribbons into its hair?
Indeed I did.
Okay, but one question remains. What exactly is this espresso?
Well, to be honest, I'm not sure myself. I think it's a kind of highly concentrated coffee. The people of prehistoric times drank it.
Uh-huh. And then they forgot to switch the machine off. I see.
I built the compressor, following old instructions that I found. Unfortunately, the pictures were pretty blurry, but I think I figured out what ingredients are needed. Take the recipe. It's right next to you on that bar stool. If you bring me these ingredients, we can start brewing. In the meantime, I'll have found my life insurance policy. I hope. Oh, I'm so excited!
Okay.
What a scrawl. Okay, I need clear, reviving, and energy-rich water. The coffee powder must be black, stimulating, and made from hot beans. None of these things can be found in Kovac. Never mind, though. Being a master improviser, I bet I can find plenty of alternatives.
Okay.
Poor Lonzo. What exactly am I supposed to do?
It's all written down on the recipe I gave you. Just bring me everything.
Oh, I
that's
can't
on
get
the
to
list.
other
Till
info?
then, I'll do some fine-tuning on the espresso machine.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, wait, what's here? So what exactly am I supposed to do about the powdered water? This looks pretty daring. You wouldn't believe what happened to me today.
About the powder.
Tell me.
Do you have any idea what kind of blackish powder is needed for this recipe?
I have no idea. I don't think they're talking about black powder.
Black powder.
I said it's probably not black powder.
But black powder is blackish.
Listen, this machine works with high pressure and extreme heat. if you put black powder into the...
Yada, yada, yada. Let me worry about the ingredients, and you'll prepare the machine.
Oh, no. I am starting to regret this.
Any idea what highly stimulating means?
I have no idea. Maybe some kind of stimulant? Maybe Dr. Gizmo has some in his office.
Oh, that reminds me. Maybe Dr. Gizmo has some kind of stimulant in his office.
That's just what I said.
You did? Maybe I'd listen more carefully if you said something useful from time to time.
Ah, I guess I had that coming.
Any idea what hot
I know
beans
where the
are
hot
supposed to
bean
be?
is. That's
No
outside
idea.
Tony's house.
Well, this seems to be a highly
I know what the
intellectual
stimulant is,
puzzle
it's just I
for
have
a
to get to it.
gifted mind.
Right. Maybe you should ask Wenzel.
I was talking about me.
Sorry. I guess I should have known. Statistically, it was very likely that you were talking about yourself.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll manage.
Hurry up! I can't wait to fire up this sweet machine for a test brew.
Okay.
This looks pretty daring.
It is.
Great, that's what I wanted to hear. You won't believe what happened to me today.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. So why don't you keep your story to yourself this time?
But it's got everything. Action, drama, romance.
Oh, a dragon too.
No.
In that case, I'm not interested.
Now that you mention it, yes, there really was a dragon.
Too late.
Damn. I'll be off then, getting all the ingredients.
You do that. I'll be here if you need me.
Okay. Okay, is there anything else? What the? Oh, wait. Clothes tray. Oh, wait.
Flawless performance. Still some room for improvement, but that wasn't too bad for an amateur.
Oh, I can take this? Oh, okay. What's this?
Lonzo must have waited very long for this historic day. He should have asked me earlier. The cup is still empty, still being the operative word here.
Okay.
And that's probably where the powder goes.
Huh. Okay.
Lonzo's been trying his luck as a handyman. Cute.
What's this?
Oh, this must be for the water.
Ah. Okay, I'll just leave those open, I guess. No point in closing them now. Huh. Found more in this room. That's good. Oh crap, I forgot about the commentary. Shh.
Oh, huh? What was that? Oh, the emergency station is opened again. Oh, that must mean I can choose the more daring options now.
What the? Oh, I didn't want to quite do that yet. I need to do the commentary first. And after this commentary, it would be the end of the video.
Lonzo's Bar. It's quite an interesting room.
It's a pretty long one, so I'm just gonna shut up and let you listen.
And
And if you don't want to listen to this, you can stop the video now, leave comments below and tell me to stop doing these director's commentaries. And I will be back.
The first two screens. And in addition, it's a traveling circus, so even Sedgwick's environment isn't a familiar one for him. Edna, on the other hand, has no memory, and so she's in a complete unfamiliar place. And in a new beginning, of course, we have Bent alone in his house at the fjord, and he immediately has to leave. But here we can explore Rufus' very own turf along with him. This way we can get character information between the lines through casual dialogue. What I found most interesting was that there are actual people who still tolerate Rufus' company, and Lonzo is among them. Despite the fact that Rufus is of course a load of trouble, and Lonzo is clearly annoyed by them, he still looks at it from a humorous point of view. There's a certain tongue-in-cheek attitude between those two. It's this talk where you get how both of them, and Venture for that matter, roll. And of course the synergy shines also through when talking to Tony. He even kind of reflects to that. It diminishes a bit later in the game, but it's solidly established nonetheless, which is quite remarkable. I mean, characters like Lonzo, Tony, Wenzel, those were characters I wrote really early. Or Gizmo or Mayor Lotek. They react in a way to Rufus as they can anticipate when he actually listens, or when he just zones out so they can throw all kind of stuff at him without any consequences. It's this subliminal love-hate relationship with Rufus. This permanent awful struggle to educate him about something while all you want to do is just to resign. That's something that came quite naturally while writing to these characters. I never consciously realized that it's kind of a logic consequence to the development, having to endure Rufus over a
Oh
long
my
period of
gosh,
time.
this is taking a while.
In the course of the trilogy, Rufus will meet a lot of characters, and funny thing is, most of them will react, or at least will tend more and more to react just like his old peers from Kuvak towards him, like Lonzo or Tony. They grow very similar to his old relationships, and that's quite exciting how all that comes together. It plays out quite well. This screen also deserves a comment for the featured music, and that's because this is the first screen not composed by Finn from Periscope, but it's in fact a snippet of a song I recorded for a friend of mine. By request, I uploaded it to my YouTube channel. It's called Dünnes Eis, which is German for thin ice, and the riff nicely fits into the scene. After we finished production, I forgot the damn pub song we wanted. We have a pub in almost every game, and only in the end I remembered it. Same thing with Harvey's New Eyes, and then again with Chaos on Deponia. I just tend to forget the odd pub song. You can't just reuse some other track there. You need something unique in to create this pub atmosphere. And that's why I decided to put that part of my track in there. Thank God we did fine with Goodbye Deponia. We composed a song, or Finn composed a song for Goodbye Deponia for the pub scene. But to be honest, 1 week after the release, I woke up in a state of mild panic, written by one thought. It really happened. I thought, oh crap, we forgot to include that pub song. That really didn't. It only got used that one time in the sewer scene from Goodbye Deponia, but we definitely included it. Just seems like I have developed kind of a deeply rooted phobia of forgetting a pub song amnesophobia, something like since Harvey's New Eyes and Chaos on Deponia really gave me nightmares. Luckily, there's that 8-bit song, great one too, in Goodbye Deponia, but we'll get there. Until then, stay tuned.
Wow, that was a really long one. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and like always, I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.